This is the X65 HE Keyboard by TechShark, and this is a whole ecosystem. As you can see, it is quite vast, but in this video we're going to focus on the keyboards. Magnetic switches are all the hype right now, and TechShark is going all in. Not only with the newest keyboard tech, but also the complete ecosystem that we will also check out briefly. They are extremely committed to the concept of high quality and great attention to product details and design. They invest a lot of money in these aspects, and it really shows with their newest high-end HE keyboards. These are currently getting launched on Kickstarter, and through our links you can get these keyboards for the lowest prices ever. So don't miss out on all the early bird offers. It is the first link in the description. It's looking gorgeous, beautiful keys with an even more gorgeous dynamic backlight, built super strong, typing feels and sounds amazing. So yeah, looks and sounds amazing, right? But is it actually that good? Well, let's find out. New drip. I got the new drip from TechShark, the X65 as well as the X65 HE keyboards. By the way, if you're interested already, then check out the product links in the description. I will link the best deals for you. Yeah, now let's check it out. As you can see, I have quite a few boxes. Some of them are already fully fledged boxes, but goes without saying that the ones for the Kickstarter campaign are pre-production boxes, so nothing to see here except for the keyboards. So 1 and 2 in here, but if you're wondering, they will look spectacular, just like this one. And in here we have these awesome pads in here. Beautiful black on black. I love this design. So in here we have more awesome accessories. So that's an absolutely premium cable. So there is a vast ecosystem to check out, which I can highly recommend. And here we have the white as well as the black and red keyboards with cables. So there is a lot to check out. This cable right there. So paperwork for this one right there. Yo, that looks awesome. And this is not only a wrist pad, it's also a storage box, and that's just looking awesome. And here we can store USB sticks and stuff like that. Really cool. And the ecosystem offers even more. As you can see, there are also high performance gaming mice available. Just a short look inside, and oh my goodness, that is hyper lightweight. It's like a feather. But of course we're here for the keyboards, so let's get straight away to all the awesome accessories and to the manual. When it gets to the paperwork, we only have this, and it's multi-language as well. And right there we have the 2-in-1 storage right there. Really awesome, with the 2 different inlays, carbon fiber, or this one, which is feeling just awesome on the, oh, it's actually feeling really nice on the palm. And we always have this little tab for removing it. This is actually really cool, and we can put it right there for typing. On the back it has 4 nice rubber feet for excellent stability. This is a full metal build, absolutely premium. Look at that, that's high quality aluminum right there with the brand in the middle, and yeah, it's just looking amazing. And fitting to that, we also have a TechShark cable management tools available. This one, it will close magnetically, it will hold your cable in place, and we have a really nice hyper high quality cable. If you want to go the route of a wired connection, that's available as well, of course. But this cable is actually special because right there we can actually unplug it. So this is USB-C to a 4-pin connector, and we can elongate it or exchange the other side, basically screw this together, fix it in place. Nice aluminum parts, absolutely premium. I mean, look at that, even with an LED ring right there. A TechShark is no joke. Premium quality all throughout the bank. And the carbon fiber inlay right there, beautiful. And lastly, before we get to the actual main event, we of course, for every keyboard, get the standard cables. If you want to establish a wired connection, they come with a high quality filter as well, and with a nice Velcro strap. So there is a lot available as additional accessories, and the accessories for the keyboards would be the cables and of course the paperwork when it's finalized. Done with it unboxing, let's get to my first impressions, and then of course to a close overview. So there we have it, the X65 as well as the X65 Pro. Both of them are feeling incredible. Really cool font choice as well. Really cool and extremely compact when it gets to the layout. On the Pro version, which is looking much different, we can see all the letters on the front side right there, not on the top but on the front, and it also comes with an additional scroll wheel. Wow, that's incredible. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's take a close look. Starting with the X65, we have the front side right there. Both sides are just blank, as well as the top. We only have the USB-C connection, well, the port right there. And on the back, we have 4 really nice rubber feet and a dual height adjust with this dual functionality feet right there. So we can leave it flat or on stage 1 or stage 2 when it gets to the angle. And right there, we also have this badge right there with all the specs. And all in all, it's looking really nice and it is extremely compact. Mostly white, is slightly gray and with 3 black keys. And when it gets to the Pro version is, yeah, a bit heavier. I think that's because there are way more metal parts in here. Also many more additional features. For example, these lights right there, 3 status LED indicators, this nice scroll wheel. We can turn it, we can click it. The sides are blank as well. Front side looks the same as well, but right there on the back side we not only have USB-C but also the Mac and Windows switch, as well as the triple connection with the USB receiver right there, and this will slide in place. It's held by a magnet, really cool, it will not fall out. So we can slide it to the left for the 2.4G connection or for Bluetooth all the way to the right, or we can turn it off, which is also the same as the wired connection in the middle right there. And just like before, we have the dual height adjustment feet and 4 nice rubber feet and the badge with all the specs and all the features. So yeah, the X65 is looking great already, but the Pro version of course takes the cake. Absolutely awesome. Little sound check. Nice sound in both cases, but the Pro version is just a 10 out of 10. Not bad, right? So let's set it all up, check out the app, and then of course test it. Oh, and I completely forgot about the mousepad. So as you can see, they have a whole ecosystem available for you, and the revamp of the setup turned out so nicely. We will focus on the Pro version, so let's check it out. Now check this out. We have the carbon mousepad, the mouse, which is super light and extremely fast. The palm rest as well as the Pro keyboard. And when it gets to the software, you can download the software for each keyboard. Beautiful backlight straight out of the box, by the way. But you can also simply go to qmk.top. This will recognize your device. Or as in my case, I had to download additional drivers, and then this web app will simply recognize the keyboard, and here you can set up everything. So first of all, down here we can change the language. It's on English. We have the X65 Pro connected over USB. We can reset the device and also switch between different keyboards. Up here we have the Attack Shark logo, and we have the main, the function settings, the macros, all the light settings, and we can also share and upload profiles as well as download them from the community. For this we need to register an account, and here we also have the account tab, and lastly the about. Here we can also upgrade the IoT version as well as the firmware version of the actual device. So back to the main page, the app is super responsive. So first of all we have the remapping of the keys. So the G switch, for example, it's currently set to G, and we can change that to a key combination, to a macro, to media settings, or even mouse buttons. So mouse left, for example, confirm that. And now the G is the left mouse button. Actually right makes more sense. And now when I press the G, check this out. Works without any issues. You can remap every key and even reset them very easily. And we can also customize the dial. So we have the U minus, U plus, and the mute. So when we turn it, currently it will regulate the volume as well as mute it and unmute it. Aside from the key remapping, we of course can also fully customize the key stroke, and that's the actuation depth, and this can also be done for each and every key. So for example this one, here we can also simulate or actually visualize the depth when we press it. So right there, halfway through and all the way. And we also have the press down in blue and the release in orange. So it can not only detect the actuation depth, but also the way or the actual travel, downwards or upwards. We can set dead zones, and here we can also set the press depth as well as the release depth. And rapid triggering is also possible right there. We have a little tutorial for each and every mode right there, or for every setting that we can change, which is super nice to have, super helpful. But there is more. we have shaft settings as well. This is what it looks like. We can activate it for all buttons, and we even have advanced settings. And here we can set up combinations of different actuation triggers that will activate different things. And as you can see, for each key, you can select up to 4 key functions. 2 for the down, 2 for the up movement. You can play around with all these settings. Resetting the whole keyboard just takes a few seconds, so you can't go wrong, you can't mess it up. This is crazy for gaming. And lastly, we have the auto standby modes, and we can read out the current configuration. So after 300 seconds of inactivity, the lights will turn off. It will go into a standby mode to save power. Let's move on to the functions. So with the function button right here, we can switch to a whole different key map. And this is where you can define all of these functionalities. For example, right there, we have my computer, brightness. So on the L, for example, it will open up the my computer. H, it will go brightness down or up. So aside from the main key maps, where you also have 4 different layers, you can also use the function button to basically get a 5th layer that you can also use for macros aside from the functions. And talking about macros, we also have a professional recorder available. So we can simply start a record. This is what it will look like. When it stops, it will get added to the list of macros. And we can also redefine, add or modify or delete all these records. So modify this to J and modify the milliseconds to 500, for example. Super simple, super quick. And lastly, let's check out all the awesome light modes. And this is what it will look like in the app. We have the light edit for individual customization for each and every key. Okay, save that. But this actually demonstrates the keycaps extremely nicely, because look at that. When we pick a green one, for example, and mark these, then you can see that the actual letters will actually light up in the colors. So these will light up in white, these in red, these in green. That's a bad green, but let's take orange, for example. Now check that out. Isn't that awesome? We can save these presets, then they will stack up right here, but there are also presets from the software. As you can see, there is a lot. So for example, dynamic breathing, and right here we can change the speed as well as the brightness. And we also have a dazzle modifier. This will basically add colors. Without it, it's usually white, just white, but of course we will demonstrate the full colors. So we have dynamic breathing, we have the spectrum cycle right there. This is called drift. And all of them are at max speed. This is waves ripple, and as you can see, this is a dynamic one. And I love the transparent keys. It looks amazing. This is stars twinkle right there. We have the steady stream, and we can also return this pattern right there. We have shadowing right there. Let me actually lower the speed. Then it will leave a trail just like that. And this is it without dazzle, so as you can see now it's white basically. This is peaks rising right there. We have the sine wave right there. This is Kai Spring surging right there. This is called flowers blooming, a beautiful effect right there. That's a fun one. This is called the laser. Pew, 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 pew. This is peak turn right there. This is a freaky 3D effect called colorful vertical and horizontal. This one right there is snow. Snow falling. This is called meteor. This is through the snow. With lower speed, this looks pretty cool. And we can also upload user pictures, and there is also a music follow mode and a few more cool modes. Now let's go back to the laser, because this should be fun for the actual typing test. So enjoy the sound of this awesome keyboard. Right on, 80, pretty precise, and it sounds amazing. Love it. Absolutely massive thumbs up from my side. What an amazing keyboard. So as you saw, excellent build quality as well as hardware, both, especially this one with a really cool design. And all those features and capabilities for such an amazing price point. As I said, Attack Shark is dedicated to delivering high quality mechanical keyboards that offer not only exceptional performance, but also a very comfortable typing experience, as well as unique customization options. It is so much better than the competition in all regards, especially in this price segment. I'm absolutely amazed, especially with the Pro version. There are so many unique features, capabilities. The app is outstanding. It is extremely customizable down to every key. And of course, not only when it gets to mapping them, but also to the actuation points that you can set freely. You can set multiple of them. It is just crazy. Top tier value right here. It's unbelievable. And TechShark did it again. They bring amazing value to the table with new great looking devices and, as you can see, a top of the line ecosystem. To recap the best features once more, the Pro version offers a tri-mode when it gets to the connectivity, 0.01 millimeters RT accuracy, and that's an order of magnitude better than the competition. Usually it's 0.1 millimeters. This is 0.01. Insane. 0.125 milliseconds of latency, a tenth of a thousand. That's just crazy specs. 8K polling rate, 128K scan rate, and a fully fledged WebDriver, and these gorgeous die-sub PBT keycaps. This is a clear 10 out of 10 on all levels. Yeah, and all in all, the X65 Pro, as well as the whole TechShark ecosystem, is a definitely drippy. Check out the product links in the description. I will link the best deals for you. But before you go, smash that like button, then subscribe, ring the bell and click all to never miss amazing tech magnet videos. That's it for this one, and show you then. I will see you soon.